Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Michael Shefsky. I'm the chef of this kitchen. And if you notice I have a mask on tonight, well, we seem to be wearing it everywhere. We wear it at the stores, out in public, at restaurants. And you know what? This is the reason why we're here. We don't need a mask for our own kitchen, do we? Nope, we don't. We're gonna feed our own family. We're gonna maybe invite some neighbors over, but we don't need a mask to do it in our own home. This is why Mike Oski's here. Make some dishes, make some good meals, put it on the table and serve your family. So tonight, I'm gonna show you a very simple, oh gosh, comfort food. You know, real quick story. My grandfather made this. That's the only meal he probably made. My dad made this. That's the only meal he probably made. But it's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. You ready for what it is? Are you ready to see the potatoes and everything? Fried potatoes. That's what it is. It's fried potatoes. And you think, oh my goodness, I have that for breakfast. Well, fine. You can have fried potatoes for breakfast. But you know what? You can have fried potatoes as a side dish with grilling out with burgers or brats. You can have it with meatloaf, whatever. If you make a a pan of fried potatoes up, they can go as a side for any dish. But the way I'm going to show you how to make them is really good. You might just want to make them and eat them by themselves. Let me show you what's in here. We got some black pepper. We got some salt. We have some kielbasa. Now there's 13 ounces here. I'm only going to use half. Don't use too much meat in the fried potatoes, because it will overcome that. You want the potatoes to be the star of the show, but you want the taste of maybe a meat with bacon and I've seen all kinds of things. But being Polish that I am, I'm using kielbasa, okay? Onion, some butter, and of course the potatoes. You can use 4 or 5. I'm using 5 because I got this little guy here. Why not throw him in and be part of the party? Perfect. My peeler and my cutter. And of course, finally, canola oil. I'm not using olive oil because olive oil doesn't do well with high heat. It smokes, you don't want that. Use a canola on this one, okay? So I'm gonna go away here. When I come back, I'm gonna have these potatoes peeled. I'm gonna show you how we need to cut these things, because it's important, how they cook, how the onions should be cut, and how the kielbasa should be cut. And that's about it when it comes to making this thing. And then we'll get over there and start cooking it up. Hey, I'll see you right back here. I'm gonna peel these potatoes. I got some work to do. Okay, hey, before we head back to the hot spot, we got some cutting to do. Not a whole lot, it's very easy to do. Just hang in there with me. I peeled the potatoes. So even if there's some skin left on potatoes, it's fine. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. It's going to cook in. It's going to be fantastic. Don't have to be too weird about peeling all the skin off. It's okay. I'm going to show you how to peel, how to cut the potato with the way they work the best in this recipe. I'm going to show you how to do the onion, and I'm going to show you how to do the kielbasa. Now I'm only going to do a little bit at a time because I want to go ahead and work it up and get it all done and get over to the hot spot. Let me just show you really quick. Let me show you how to do the potato. Take a potato. We're going to go halfway down the middle. Okay. Now, you got a half a potato, you got two halves, we want to just cut them, oh gosh, about 1/4 inch. Nothing more, nothing less. You don't want them mushing up, because you cut them too thin, they'll get all mushy. You don't want that. You want to have a little bit of a rigidity to them. So you're kind of looking at something like about that size, if you can see that, okay? About a 1/4 inch. Now I'll just finish this one here. I just like to go nice and slow, make sure I'm getting the right distance. Boom, boom. Okay, so that's how the potatoes should go. All right, I'll cut the rest of these up here before we head over there. Onion, I'll show you 1/2 of an onion. Here's how we cut the onions. So I cut it in half already. So I like it to go long ways. I'm sorry, short ways, and then we just cut it down the middle. We're not gonna dice this, we want onion strips, okay? We don't wanna have too much, and them too small. We wanna be able to see the onions in the dish. And then what I like to do is take what I did and just go ahead and put them on a pile and just hit them one time down the middle. So we have halves, okay? That's the onion. So far so good, right? Hang in there. Kielbasa, I'm gonna just take a little piece off this. Now, you can do little pieces or quarters or whatever you wanna do, but in this dish, I like to have them about a half moon size. So again, I'm gonna do very similarly what I did with the potatoes. Cut the kielbasa in half, then we're gonna go thin on this. A little thinner than the potatoes. About that thin, if you can see it. It's tiny, okay? And I'll just finish this other piece of the kielbasa up. And there we go. So we have our potatoes being peeled, we have our onions ready to go, we have a kielbasa ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the potatoes, I'm gonna finish the other onion, I'm gonna finish the rest of the kielbasa, and I'm gonna see you over there at the hot spot. Be right back. Okay, everybody, welcome to the hot spot. So here we are, I got my cast iron pan, old iron sides. First thing we want to do is put our onions in there, okay? I got put about a tablespoon and a half of butter in there. And what we want to do is get these onions to begin to caramelize. We're not gonna add the kielbasa yet, okay? We're gonna wait for a little bit. We're gonna let these onions cook. We're gonna get them caramelized and then we'll add them in a second, okay? So this is just coating them with the butter and then let them start to cook. Probably, I don't know, 8 minutes or so. And then we'll go ahead and throw the kielbasa in with them. And then we'll let that brown a little bit. We'll take it off and then we'll throw the potatoes in. And I'll show you how it all plays out. But we're just gonna go ahead and let these guys caramelize. And I'll see you right back here. All right, it's been about 6 or 7 minutes. I don't know, 8. Let me show you something really quick though. If you don't like big pieces of chunk onion, you see this one right here? I just go ahead, since it's already starting to caramelize, I just cut them with my wooden spoon. You can cut them with anything. But you can break them down to the size that you want, okay? So we're looking really good. Now, it's time to introduce the Polish flavor, a little bit kielbasa. And what we're gonna do here is just mix it in with the onions. We're just gonna brown it a couple minutes because this stuff's gonna be taken off the heat and then the potatoes are gonna take the place and then we'll put everything together here at the end. But this is it. So when I come back, I'm gonna be taking this out of the cast iron pan, adding the potatoes. We're using the same pan. Gotta use the same pan. I'll see you back here. Okay, great, we're back. Hey, I'm using the same pan, okay? Look at my kielbasa and my onions. Oh boy, they're gonna make a big splash back in here. But first, let's bring the star of the show into it. Our potatoes. And what I did, I took some canola oil and I just put enough on the bottom, maybe 1/8 of an inch. You don't want to go too much. You don't want a big splash in these things. Oh, it's already warm. Of course it should be because I was just cooking the onion and the kielbasa. So we'll take all this in there, like that. Take your spatula, get it down on the ground. Let some heat down, if it's splashing too much. You're not going to rush these things, okay? So the whole idea right now is to get the potatoes coated with the oil. And I'm going to show you the secret to making these perfect, okay? Just in a second here. So let's get these coated. Now, well, there's no secret. I like pepper. We're going to put some pepper on these things to get them going. And a little bit of salt. Why not? Just a little bit. Don't overwhelm it. We're going to mix it all again. And I got a lid that I'm going to put on this thing. And I'm going to let them cook for a while. All right? Take this big lid. We're going to set it down on here. Now, don't go away from it. You want to flip them every few minutes because they'll stick to the bottom. You don't want that happening. But what this lid is doing is it's holding the steam in there, and that softens the potatoes. I've seen other people make them these ways where they boil the potatoes first a little bit or they set them in water. I don't do that. You put them in here, put the lid on, let the steam do the softening, okay? So we're going to take this in probably 8 to 10 minutes or so and keep flipping them, okay? So we're cooking them slowly, but we're also letting that steam soften the potatoes. I'm going to show you what they look like when I take this off. I'll be right back. Okay, so our potatoes are nice and tender. They break really nice. Watch. Bam. Beautiful. It's exactly what you want. We kept that lid on for about 10 minutes, flipping them every few minutes at a time, not letting them stick. One more step. One more step. We're going to take our onion and our kielbasa, mix it in with them, and watch how this beautiful orchestra comes together. Now from here on out, I'm going to leave the lid off and let these finishing up as far as browning and everything like that, integrating the kielbasa and the onion into this. We're actually making burgers tonight, so this is going to be an excellent side dish for the burger. So I'll show you how it turns out. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. It's beautiful. You know what? Let's make it more beautiful. And add a little bit more pepper. Why not? Pepper's good. Pepper's real good. All right, I'll see you right back here. We're gonna take this off here in a few minutes. A couple, 3-4 minutes, let it brown up. Keep flipping it. Hey everybody, we've arrived, Oh goodness, we have fried potato with onion, butter, and kielbasa. How much better could that get? Again, this is not used for breakfast only. It's a side dish. We're having it with burgers tonight. I promise you, this is a fantastic. Salt and pepper. Oh my goodness. You know, I gotta try that. I gotta try. Hang on. Get a little bit of fried potato, a little bit of kielbasa. Oh yeah. It just reminds me, and makes me remember my father and my grandfather. This is exactly how they did it. Caramelized onion, brown kielbasa, potatoes, nice and soft, little crispy on the edge. Fantastic. Guys, let me do this one more time. I'm sorry. Oh, it's so good. Guess what? You don't need this in your own kitchen. That's why we're making chefs of our own kitchen. Make this, make it as a side dish, serve it to your family, make some brats, make some burgers, make some whatever, but put this next to it and they will love it. They will love it. And breakfast fine too, that's fine. Look, thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. If you like my videos, you want to be a part of this movement of chefs of our own kitchen, hit that subscribe button. Come on, be a part of it. Thanks for showing up. I love you. And you know, as my only Polish way of saying things, na zdrowie.